Welcome back to the Coosa River Farm, boys. Guys, it has been one more morning, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Jeff, tell a little bit about the problems we've had this morning.
Well, we're lucky to still have a GoPro to film with because it hadn't acted right this morning. It's been in a mood, and we were all these brains right here. Even Jack, our cameraman, were trying to figure out how to erase one of the memory cards so we could have something to film with. And we were having GoPro problems, so I wish we could have filmed it.
Oh yeah, but the problem was we didn't have anything to film with.
Right. If we could have filmed it, we wouldn't have had a problem.
We had two computers going. Us Googling how to clear a SD card.
I had Paige on the phone.
I called my daughter Jennifer on the phone, and all of us together had a real hard time figuring it out.
Yeah, and we finally Googled some things, and we got the card deleted, and now we're filming. We got Jack Sanders behind the camera. And you know, Jack is a young guy. He should know how to do this stuff.
I'm disappointed in Jack. You would think that the young guy would have the tech savvy that we don't have.
Right. It has just been a morning, but, well, you know, some of the shows I watch on Cog Hill Farm, you know, he'll have problems, and you know, that's just a technology thing, and we may have to hire someone at very, very cheap labor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Jack, would you be interested in being very cheap labor for us?
Sure. How do you get?
Well, Jeff, before we kind of tell what we're doing today, talk about this weather we're having. Are we in a high pressure system? You know, we hadn't got any rain. Talk about what we're in right now here in central Alabama.
Yeah, we've just got a big high pressure system. It's camped over the southeast. I mean, it's just here. It won't let anything in other than some afternoon thunder showers, which those are hit or miss.
Hit or miss, yeah.
The heat's the humidity's awful. The heat index is 108 to 112, and it's horrible. It's horrible. It's not going anywhere anytime soon.
No, it's not going anywhere. Me and you both got to go to work this evening. Otter's what's your wife been having you do?
I've been painting ladder back chairs with a spray cans, and if you see any blue tints on me anywhere, that's why. I got most of it off, but I still have some blue tints.
Well, I don't know if I've ever mentioned the 5 things that makes me curse. And one of them is technology, and I think we remain fairly calm.
Fairly calm.
Another is a kinked water hose that makes me curse.
Weed eater that won't start.
A weed eater that won't start or won't feed right. A bad buggy in the grocery store. Dang, I'm trying to think of some more things, but technology is basically number 1. Now, what we're going to have here in a minute is Jeff is going to cook us. It's now turned from a breakfast to a brunch.
Yeah.
We've got country ham. He's going to make homemade biscuits. All right. We've got homemade pear preserves in there. Guys, these eggs were got out of the coop this morning. Scrambled eggs.
Great.
And I have us good ripe tomatoes for a tomato biscuit. I've got now our producer, your daughter, Paige, loves banana pepper.
Yeah.
All right, and I'm going to send both y'all home with more peaches and cream corn. Get a shot of that. That's peaches.
That looks great.
Yeah, we got peaches and cream corn.
Plenty of it.
And Otter, you know I hurt my back yesterday.
Yeah.
Would y'all like to know how I hurt my back?
Was you bending over to get something?
I was literally bending over to pick one tomato, and my back folded up like a cheap accordion. So, hey, look who just showed up.
Oh.
You know, I think that's dog cussing for technology. Isn't it?
Yeah, that is.
She is cussing up a dog's
Hey,
name.
and I've been in the bathroom most of the first of the week.
Yeah, we were actually supposed. Gracie, hush! Stop that now. Don't you know we're on TV?
Come here, girl.
Well, Jeff had a stomach virus earlier in the week. We were scheduled to film earlier. He went down with a stomach virus. Then we get everything going today, or trying to get everything going. So hopefully everything goes good from here. Jeff, how many stomach viruses are you away from your ideal weight? About 3 or 4 more would get you there, wouldn't it?
Probably about 4 or 5. Yeah.
So we've got several things we want to get done today, but we're about to take it in the kitchen, and we're going to turn Jeffro loose in the kitchen. And what's our motto? If it's green,
It's trouble.
if it's fried,
Get double.
hey, what buttons do we hit, Otter?
Like, share, and subscribe.
Let's take it to the kitchen. You ready, big guy?
Right.
Let's go. All right, viewers, I've had to call my
there it is.
sister to
got a
find
grater.
stuff. We found a grater, and you said
What?
the rolling pin is, where'd you say the rolling pin was?
I think it's in the drawer where,
Well,
aluminum foil and
yeah,
Ziploc
the-
bag, wax paper.
the bad part about it is I found it earlier and I've lost it again.
Ask her if she has a big measuring bowl that'll hold like
Well,
up to
you
4
know, you got
cups.
that family disease.
All right, hey, you don't have a big, there's not a big measuring bowl down here, is there?
They'll hold like 4 cups.
It'll hold 4.
Yes, I'm sure
4
she's got one
cups.
of those.
Does it mean like with measuring increments?
Yeah.
With measuring increments on it.
Yeah.
Hey, here's something.
Yeah. Yeah. That's,
Yeah. All right, we found something.
There, you
Four
got
cups,
those
there.
stainless steel mixing bowls pretty much solve any problem.
The stainless.
But we don't have a bowl that has measuring increments on it.
Oh
Okay.
no! You found what I needed.
All right, we
I got it.
found what it is. The mystery now is what in the world did I do
All
with
right,
that
put them
rolling
out of
pin?
the way. Put them over there on
Well, you
that.
could use
Somebody
that
stick them over there on the
laying on
counter.
the counter, cut out of that cedar wood.
Yeah, and explain what, and I could explain where we got it from, right?
Okay,
Right.
here we go.
Okay, I'll let you go.
All right,
We might make a man.
Man, where has Otter gone?
I'm here.
All right,
I'm trying to stay out of your way, Al.
all right, country ham. We got it. Now, Jeff, it won't take too long to cook that. All right,
When I get these biscuits, they'll take about 15 minutes.
all right. Now, get over there.
Oh,
and
I know what else I need. Let's see.
you need some kind of pan, don't you?
Have y'all got the big black? Have you got a big one?
A black skillet.
Iron skillet.
I don't have a big one. Are you gonna cook them in a skillet?
Well, if you don't have a big one,
That's the biggest we got.
let me see that.
All right.
All right, and then I might fix a few of them.
All right. Just look in there and see. Now, the mystery is what Otter did with the rolling pin. I had it because Jeff told me to put it in the refrigerator. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. All right. Now, can I show y'all something here real quick? This rolling pin was made from a cedar tree at my mom's grandparents' house. So this is a vintage. Do you need to move that rack any, Jeff? Or are you good?
No, I'm gonna try to make them in those two.
All right.
Try
Now,
to make them in those.
what we're gonna try to do? All right,
Two.
Jeff, just kind of talk about.
Better if they're better if they're made in one of these in the oven,
Okay.
because this cooks the biscuit more evenly.
Right.
Like, you know, it doesn't.
Doesn't get burned on the bottom.
Yeah, but we need to put a little bit of. I tell you what, get a stick of butter out.
All right. There's Crisco over there.
I
Stick
just
of
let
butter.
it butter,
Ah.
just kind of rub it, you know,
All right.
take it and rub it right in there.
Go out to that other refrigerator and find the buttermilk in there.
All
Do
right,
something, Otter. Just anything.
How do I get
And I'm gonna tell you my
Let's go.
recipe, okay? That's what they want to know, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we
I-
start. You got to
Get
use
over there, Jack.
self-rising flour, and we're gonna use 4. We might make a mess, but we got to put 4 cups of this, okay?
All right.
4 cups of self-rising flour, Jack. Does that look like 4 cups, buddy? That's close enough, isn't it? All right, now where's our bowl? Right here. Now, that's the one that we chilled. So now we chilled our bowl and
Get over
all
there.
this stuff in the refrigerator. That's just the way I was taught, and that. Okay, we got 4 cups of that. Now, what's next? Buttermilk in a minute. We're fixing to get to it. Now we got to take this butter. I only use 3 ingredients: self-rising flour, buttermilk or whole milk, and then a stick of butter. That's it. Now, Jack, look here. We gotta grate this.
Have you ever
butter.
seen anybody grate butter?
No.
I have not seen that.
That's a first for you.
Yeah,
See here,
right.
we're putting a stick of butter in it. You've never seen it like that on
I've never
Biscuit?
seen it. You want your butter good and firm when you do that, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, you don't want it. Okay, try not to cut my hand, but
You don't want no knuckle meat in there, do you?
no, that's what I was. Okay, and then we're fixing to get to another part. Okay, now we gotta mix that together.
Okay, he's mixing.
You mix the butter in with the, just kind of, you gotta kind of break it apart. It likes to bunch up in that flour, but you want to get it mixed pretty evenly, the best you can. And we are making a mess, aren't we, Jack?
That's all right. When
The
I get
biscuits make a mess.
biscuits, make a mess.
Yeah, but they're good. They're good, Jack.
And these are going to be a lot better than canned biscuits.
Okay, now we need our, we need those kind of out of the way, because we're going to have to, what I need now is 2 cups of buttermilk.
That little container's 1 cup. Hey, usually they have a beautiful
I got
woman.
2 cups, right?
All right,
Yeah, there's the cup.
all right, get over there, Otter. Usually they have a beautiful
cups.
woman pouring the ingredients, but we'll settle for Otter.
Yeah.
2 cups.
2
Gracie,
cups. Let me see. That's the wrong side.
Oh, you was on the metric side, weren't you?
Yes.
We live in America.
Hey, now, wait a minute. Where's cups?
Jeff,
Is that it?
Right here.
Right there. 2 cups.
all right, you better look at it,
2
Jeff.
cups of that. Yeah, he'll get it right. You got it level.
Did he go over?
Is it a little over? Set it down a little.
Yeah, it's a little bit over.
Well, just don't use all of it.
Yeah.
That's some up there.
Look at that.
We may have to add some of it too.
Yeah.
Okay, if it ain't just right. So now we're gonna add the buttermilk to the butter and the self-rising flour. And now, let's see what we get out of this, Jack. Think we got enough flour on the sheet there? Probably don't. do we?
Probably don't.
Where is it?
No.
Now, Jeff, you learned this from your grandmother. Where did she grow up?
She actually grew up in Minnesota, Bemidji, Minnesota, and they moved to Alabama. They worked for Munsonware, and they moved to Alabama because they built a plant in Ewan, Alabama,
Oh,
and
okay.
that's how they wound up here.
And you watched her cook and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, she could, she didn't use recipes.
She went by feel, didn't she?
Yeah, they went totally by. And you don't mix this, that's another little thing with this. You hand mix it, but you don't want to mix it too much.
Okay.
You don't want to mix it too much. You want to get the right texture, but you want it to kind of look like mashed potatoes.
Oh, okay.
Some people will overmix,
Jeff,
We're
what
not
size cup glass you want?
We got enough flat. I need them sheets together. They're kind
Yeah,
of
they're
split.
separated. Jack messed them up.
Okay. We probably need
No,
some
they're
more
fine.
flour
It was
on
just
there.
the flour.
Okay, we need some more flour on it.
Man, I feel like I'm in a chemistry class.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot easier nowadays to buy those biscuits, you know, the grands, I think they're
Oh,
called.
yeah.
But nothing's better than homemade, is it?
Nothing's
No.
better. All right, we need to get shots of this. This is,
Yeah, this is what makes the biscuits. Oh, we need to turn the oven on, like 425.
425.
Yeah, and put both of them pans in there.
Oh, you want them curing, right?
Yeah, put them both in there.
All right. I'm nervous as a cat in a room full
Are
of
you?
rocking chairs. Yes. All the stress we've been dealing with. Move your big old butt.
Okay, let's do it. All right.
Where did Otter go?
I'm right here.
Otter is here.
I am here.
Okay. All right. I got kind of a mess here, don't I?
All right. Did you ever hear your grandmothers, anybody say there's too many cooks in the kitchen? That may
Yeah.
be the situation.
Well, that's why I'm trying to stay out of the way of it.
Yeah.
Now, you know what my wife told me this morning, Al?
What?
I was drinking my coffee and sitting in the chair, and she said, we got some biscuits in the freezer, sausage biscuits in the freezer. I said, I'm fixing to go. Jeffro's making homemade biscuits. And she said, oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have insulted Jeff if you'd have brought them.
Got enough flour?
All right, this is kind
You
of
need
like,
some more.
if you need more, we can spread more out.
I'm not. Let's see.
I tell you, I love it when a plan. I love it when a plan comes together.
Yeah. Them.
Otter, tell them why we got Jeff sitting at the head of the table.
Because he is the awesome biscuit maker.
Yes, he
we
is the
haven't
biscuit.
tasted them yet now.
Well, we got homemade biscuits right here, don't we, Jack?
Buttermilk biscuit.
Buttermilk biscuits, sliced tomato from the garden, eggs from the suburban chicken coop, and Otter scrambled those things in sausage grease. And we got country ham, homemade preserves. I'm gonna hit the blessing, and then we gonna eat. Lord Jesus, take this food and nourish our bodies. Advise your service. Precious name, pray, Lord Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
All right. Gracie is smelling some food.
This looks good right here. I got a pepper I'm gonna put in my, from the garden, I'm gonna put in my egg.
Now look what I'm gonna do, Jack. I'm gonna make a tomato biscuit. And let me just try that thing.
Tomato biscuit. Hey, that's a good one.
Oh my goodness. Oh, Jeffro. The biscuits are on point.
Are they good?
Man, we'll have to do this more often. And like I said, you learned this in Minnesota, correct?
Well, I learned it in Ewan, Alabama.
Okay.
Look,
And you just watched her make them.
just from watching her make them, I'd ask her what she put in it, and how she did it.
Now get what Jeff has put in his eggs.
Just curious. Yeah, I got some peppers out of the garden in my eggs. And if I had some Otter's salsa, I would put that on it.
Yeah. Now Jeff,
Put that on in a heartbeat.
That's a good idea, Jeffro.
me and you will try almost anything. Otter is not picky, but he's a little more picky than me and you.
I'm established. I know what I like, and that's what I want.
Right. That country ham, I bet, is good, isn't it?
It is. I done sampled it.
It is.
Have you?
Yeah. What do you need, Jeff? Now, those are homemade pear preserves that my mom made from the pear tree a couple of years ago.
Really?
Yeah. And before you cut the camera off and eat, Jack, let's see what old Jeff thinks about those
I bet they're delicious.
homemade pears.
Homemade pears and homemade biscuits together. Let's try that out. That's better than I even thought it would be.
Well, Jack.
Hey, those are delicious.
Oh yeah, she could make them, buddy. She could make them.
Those are delicious.
We killing Jack now.
Yeah, Jack, cut that camera off. Fix you a plate, big guy.
Tracy, you've been giving me the eye, hadn't you, girl? Sad eye. Are you hungry? Do you smell it?
You probably ain't got to put it down. It'll probably
probably it's going pretty quick. There you go, girl.
Is she eating them, Jack?
Oh yeah.
You know, Gracie and Jack are just as much a part of the show as any of the rest of them.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Man, that's a great way to finish off breakfast. Letting old Gracie have a little.
Let her have some.
She's gonna clean that plate too, isn't she?
No waste with her, is there?
No waste. No waste.
No, but I guarantee y'all can make them.
Yeah. Jack, get another shot of this second batch of biscuits that came out. Now, look at the layers on those. And all that was the simply folding over of the dough each time, wasn't it, Jeff?
Well, I folded about 4 or 5 times.
And see, he got those.
Batch layers.
Now, Jeff, I've got some aluminum foil in there. And I think we need to stuff some country ham and then we both take a biscuit to work.
Exactly.
What do you think about that, Jack? Now, guys, Jack was up all night driving back from Virginia as his brother got discharged from the Navy. Jack, how many hours sleep you on?
About 4.
About 4, okay. All right. Well, that's a wrap, isn't it, guys?
It was delicious.
What you got there, Otter?
I have a family heirloom. It's a 1873 model U.S. Springfield trapdoor rifle that has been handed down through my family for I don't know how long. I know that my great-great-grandfather had it. Now I don't know where he got it from, and he gave it to his youngest son, which was my dad's great uncle. And my dad's great uncle didn't have any children, so he gave it to my dad. And so it come to me, and my son has had it for a while, but he's moved and now I've gotten it back.
Let Jeff hold that thing to see how heavy
What
it is.
caliber is it?
This is a 45 70 405 government. It's 45 caliber. It holds 70 grains of black powder, and the bullet weight was 405 grains. It was the first completely enclosed metal cartridge that the U.S. Army adopted. This gun was.
Now, you said, Otter, that a well-trained soldier should be able to get off how many shots in a minute with that thing?
20 rounds a minute.
20 rounds a
Yeah.
minute. Now, I've studied a lot on the Civil War. With the muzzle loaded, a good soldier should be able to get 3 shots off per minute.
Yeah.
So this really changed things a lot, didn't it?
How far were they accurate with it? With this
It's
sight
not very.
right here?
It's not very far. I think the sight would go up to like 300 or 400 yards, but with a 400 grain bullet, the bullet drop is pretty significant.
All right, is the barrel rifled?
Yes, the barrel is rifled.
Okay, so
It's I read it. It's like 3 turns per 22 inches.
Okay.
Which so is pretty good rifling.
And the old muzzle loaded, like American Revolution, just fired a knuckleball, didn't it?
Right.
So they weren't very accurate.
It wasn't very accurate at all.
Now, I went back and did a little research. This gun was used by buffalo hunters to kill buffalo for the railroad workers building the Transcontinental Railroad.
Right.
It was also used by the Buffalo Soldiers, which was mainly an African-American unit that went out to the plains and fought Indian wars.
Really?
Yeah. And years ago, I looked up the serial number. I went to the U.S. Springfield site and looked up the serial number, and I could not find this identical serial number, but all the serial numbers right around it were issued to a militia out of Tennessee. So I figured this gun kind of was the same way, and that's probably how it ended up here in Alabama, in central Alabama.
Well, that's a good segue for what we're going to be taking people to on a very soon future episode, is the Fort Williams location of the Andrew Jackson Tennessee Volunteers, which is only about 3 miles from here, isn't it?
Right.
And we will be doing a report on that as well. But Otter, that is a family heirloom right there, isn't
Right. It is a family heirloom.
Can you still get bullets for it?
Yes, you have to order them online. You can't. They still make a 45-70 with modern ammunition, but you can't shoot that bullet in this gun. The barrel won't stand the pressure, so you have to order special order black powder bullets. But
So-
you can get them. But I've never shot. This gun hadn't been shot in probably 100 years.
So I used to do a lot of squirrel hunting when my dad was squirrel dogs. Would this be a little overkill squirrel hunting?
Probably a little bit much. That 400 grain bullet probably wouldn't leave much of a squirrel.
Hey, Jack.
You could hit it with it.
Yeah.
Jack, what percent we got left on the battery, buddy?
About 10%.
Well, do we have time to walk down and do a quick garden report?
Sure.
Let's go down and hey, you'll be well heeled toting that gun with you as we go.
No, I'm gonna lay it right here.
All right. Well, we're right here down at the garden,
Mine does too.
and we are, we've been getting a ton of views on we're only 7 episodes in. We're getting 500 views. We've got 120 subscribers, and some of the people we've talked to really don't know how to subscribe, do they?
That's right. I mean, we hear that a lot.
And all you do on your computer is just hit subscribe.
It should be a little button down in the right-hand bottom corner. It says subscribe.
And just click on it.
Yeah.
And you can click the bell for
Yeah.
notifications, that
Right.
letting you know we have a video coming out. All right, but we want to show y'all, we really want you subscribing, all right? But come over here, Jack. All right, this is sunflowers from the garden, okay? All right, we have wildflowers growing, and come on, Otter and Jeff, it's not muddy. Now, one thing we've got plenty of tomatoes. They're just barely starting to come in now. All right, and it's getting to the end of the life of these squash and stuff. And what I'm gonna do there is I'm gonna plow these under and plant peas. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all when those peas are gonna be ready. Y'all ready for it? You ready for it, guys? Those peas will be ready in September. And I will come down and pick the peas, and we'll go right up there in that house, and all 3 of us will get a bowl, and we'll turn college football on, and we'll shell peas.
We're gonna make cornbread.
Yeah, we'll. Now, I got to show y'all one other thing. What's our percent at, Jack?
7%.
All right, y'all come here real quick. All right.
Look at all the
Look at the
Now, these are Tabasco peppers.
Oh,
Now,
wow.
they can be used to make like the red sauce, like the hot sauce, but I use them for pepper sauce, and these things will turn red, yellow, they'll be different colors.
Yeah.
And I got to tell y'all what I ordered yesterday. I ordered 24 bottles, and I went to a website that makes your own official label to put on the bottle. And I ain't gonna tell you what it says yet, but I've got our own bottles to make that.
Farm boys.
Well, one set's gonna say that for sure.
Okay.
All right, let's walk this way. And I got something else.
Gracie's re-energized with them eggs.
Yeah, she is. All right, and this is the corn patch. I've got Jeff probably 30 years to take home today. Otter took some home the other day. All right, get right over here, Jack.
That would have been perfect.
Guys, this was in that wildflower mix. Look at that sunflower.
Good Lord.
Look at that sunflower right there.
Oh, yeah.
That thing is huge, and all
It is.
these are zinnias.
Thick it is.
We got flowers everywhere, garden stuff.
Hi, everybody. End of our show this week. If you would all please like, subscribe, and share our channel, please. We got some exciting stuff coming up, some exciting shows coming up. We've got an exciting match coming up in July. great shows coming up. So like, subscribe, and share. Thank you. Bye. See you next week, everybody.